Just ahead on Crossroads, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary. Take a look at some of the people who touched the community.
Revisit some of the special places and big events from a decade on Crossroads.
We've put our host in some interesting places too. We'll get hands-on and up close.
And look behind the curtain of some of our lowlights. It's all just ahead on Crossroads 10-year anniversary.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to Crossroads, where we take a look at all the great things happening in central Indiana. I'm Randall King, and I'm pleased to say hello to Carrie Scully, who will be sitting here every week. Carrie, what does the audience out there need to know about you?
Well, I'm in my junior year at Indiana Wesleyan University, and I'm currently studying communications and journalism.
A fine institution and a fine program.
It is, and I come from Erie, Pennsylvania, so it's a little too warm out here for me.
Give it time. I think it'll change.
How about you, Randall?
Well, I'm a teacher at Indiana Wesleyan University. In addition to all the other things that I might do here with TV 51, I guess teacher is my favorite title. Well, Shaylee Clark, I just need to know, who were those people on our TV screen?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
I'm surprised.
I think I'm still Randall King. I think this is Crossroads.
And I'm Shaylee Clark.
Yeah, but something, as you can see, is different. She's not the same she that you just saw.
No.
And in the last 10 years, somehow, I seem to have changed into an old man.
With a little bit of hair difference.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Thanks for pointing that out. You think it's not changing, and then you see an old clip like that, and you just say, oh, please,
like,
no.
oh, don't you love being reminded?
Yes, and thank you for doing that right off the top. Well, it is the 10th anniversary of Crossroads. We're looking back over a full decade. It was nearly 10 years to the day that this show is debuting. And I've been thinking about this a lot, Shaylee, and in some ways you say, well, it's just a television show. We don't mean that this changes anyone's life drastically. But on the other hand, how many television shows make it 10 years?
Not many, but when they do, they throw a big celebration just like we're doing
Yeah.
today. So it's a big deal when they make it 10
Yeah.
seasons. So it's exciting.
So we got some balloons that you producers came up with.
Yes,
Got a
of
little
course.
cake later on. We're throwing a party, and we've got a lot of highlights to show you. We start looking at this, multiple times. There were over 250 shows to look through.
Did you go through and count them individually?
Yeah, it felt like it trying to find the clips, so we may not get everyone's favorite in there, but we're certainly going to try. And we should get this out of the way, too, as long as we're pointing out gray hair and all that. You were 5th grade?
I was in the 5th grade. In 2005, yeah, 5th grade.
Okay, so where you lived in Indiana, probably this show was not on your TV screen.
I'd never even heard of it.
The idea of something like this, even in your eye?
Yes, I've wanted to do TV, journalism, anything in that area for as long as I can remember. So being here in the seat, it's like a dream, actually coming true.
Well, we're going to hear from some of your colleagues who've sat in that chair, but I'm really glad you're the one who's here for 10 years anniversary.
I'm excited too.
It's a proud tradition. So we got a lot to tell you about. We've just started with an idea that said, let's tell the people about what's going on in Grant County.
Exactly, and over the past 10 years, we've had the opportunity to meet some amazing people here in Grant County.
Well, we've always said the show is first and foremost about the people of Grant County, and we wouldn't have Crossroads if they didn't do the great things they do, and let us tell you about them.
In the Metz household, birthday cards are on display, and one excited 5-year-old is taking on a new year. But for 5-year-old Maddox, this birthday will change a lot more than just an age. She's giving away all of her birthday money and instead buying turkeys.
When I start asking for it, people just tell me that they want to give me money, and so then I have enough money to buy turkeys.
Maddox's birthday raised more than $1,500.
One constant through any season is Dan Summers, showing up and opening up for more than half a century at the shop he started in 1960.
I'm used to coming here. I just don't feel like it's right if I don't. Sure, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Dan.
Appreciate it.
The shop, the town, the customers, their home and life.
I lost my wife just a couple of years ago. Every day I see somebody I can talk to or can talk to me. And it just helps make the time go.
Trey Cox is a typical 10-year-old boy, but for the past few weeks he's given up bike riding and video games to make time for a typically grown-up tradition: writing Christmas cards.
For every soldier who died overseas.
Okay, how many is that?
3,864.
As of December 7th, Trey had completed 4,200 cards. Donations from friends, family, and strangers pushed that number to a total of 11,000.
I'm very proud. I'm amazed that he stuck with it as well as he has. I'm hoping he'll continue to have this willpower with everything that he does.
Home with you, Bob.
When they cross, every truss they see and board that thumps under their car is here in part because of Larry Barnett.
Before I was a kid, you know what I mean? It was just here. If this thing was here, you just like anybody, take advantage of it and enjoy it and play and everything. Never thought about the upkeep, maintenance of it. And there's no way it can maintain itself.
Larry's been so dedicated to this bridge. If it wasn't for him, there's no doubt the bridge wouldn't be here.
Walking down the halls of Marion High School, Yuri Kuchik looks like any other American teenager. Friends to meet, classes to attend, tests to endure. Yuri is from Moldova, a small country between the Ukraine and Romania, and a former republic of the Soviet Union. His dream is to attend a Christian university, where he can be open about the faith that is so much a part of his life. With the support of the Scullings and his family back home, he hopes to attend Indiana Wesleyan University this fall, earn a degree, and then go back to his corner of the world to make a difference.
I'll be very happy if I went to this school. I'll be blessed.
I've always been here all my life. I'm proud to be a citizen of Marion, because Marion always we had the black firemen, black policemen before Fort Wayne and Kokomo and cities like that.
I've practically been in everything that we've walked, and I was one of the head people when we had the walking for jobs and things. You know, when we made that walk, and it's a picture of us there in going to the courthouse.
And this is a blessing. And I think it all comes from our Father God Almighty. That time change, you know.
You know, Randall, one of the biggest things that really stuck out to me when I started working with Crossroads was all the stories that are in this county. There's just so many stories, but you know, with our neighbors, the people living all around us, I love being able to look back and see all these stories that were
and
happening.
that was one of the tougher editing challenges we had, was to find representative stories, because we could not tell them all. You've connected with people in 4 years of working on the show, nearly 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some people that touch my life, and really, I mean, we get to be here, we get to have the balloons and stuff, but the show is always about them.
It is, and it's crazy to think that it's just Grant County too. All these stories, you know, 10 years of stories just in this county, and that just amazes me.
So keep sending them to us. We love to keep telling them.
Exactly, that's what we're here for. When we come back, more from our 10th anniversary.
We're going to look back on some of the changes and big news stories we've witnessed in the past 10 years, and a lot of great places we've visited.
Hi Crossroads, Carrie Lawrence here. You might remember me as Carrie Scully, the first co-host of Crossroads. Congratulations on 10 wonderful years. I live in Orlando, Florida with my husband and 2 children, and I'm a high school guidance counselor. Congratulations again, and I wish you many years of continued success.
Hi, I'm Chelsea April, previously Chelsea Ponce. I was one of the first producers of Crossroads and later had the privilege of hosting this show. I cannot believe it has been 10 years since we pulled together those first few episodes. Congratulations on 10 years, and here's to many more.
Well, welcome back to the 10th anniversary of Crossroads. We're kind of looking back at the fun we've had in the past 10 years.
You say it, but it still seems like a blur to me. And then again, it seems like a long, long time ago. But I keep reflecting back and I'm thinking, this really simple idea, let's find out what's going on. And we've already talked about some of the people. And Crossroads has also been about taking people places and letting you know what's going on in the area. And in 10 years, we've seen a lot of changes.
Exactly. We've seen new businesses, new buildings, programs, all part of a changing community, and one with a lot of beautiful places and events we've seen up close.
You probably already know about Dollar General's decision to build its latest distribution center there, but you probably haven't been able to see inside.
Early morning at the start of the worst winter storm in decades.
We lost control due to the blowing wind and snow and sideswiped the semi.
On location at Mississinawa 1812.
Really enjoyed seeing all the different planes take off.
Jaylee is officially representing the WIWU TV car tonight.
I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
You did your training, didn't you?
We've increased last half of the year versus first half of the year 78%.
We're going to be baking some of the best baked goods in all of the U.S. right here on this site.
And I heard this building wind sound and looked out over this way and saw the trees starting to bend and knew right away that we needed to get downstairs.
CSA sits on the corner of Marion's Courthouse Square, a classic downtown building that Executive Director Mark Fauser says turned out just perfectly for the school's needs.
Once you get out here and you see all of the talent that is out here and all of the people that are putting so much into this circus, it is incredible.
I told Molly a few months ago, we're going to get you out to the walkway, and then we came out here and we set up and we froze and we said, this wasn't a very good idea. We said at the top of the show, this was my very first state fair ever, and you told me about all the wonderful things that we could do.
You know, I just wanted to walk in and be like, wow, you know, you can't really see this from the road, and I can't believe this is what this place looks like.
It's a long way from Grant County to Conseco Fieldhouse. In fact, for these ladies, it took 26 perfect games to get here. But the fans that came with them, they don't mind the journey one bit.
These 500 people braved the cold and walked a mile for the homeless.
It's one of only 12 Meijer stores in the country with this new design.
The friendly Marion people that are out there now work in this store, and we really have picked the best from the best.
They're the sounds of construction as the Grant County YMCA moves ahead to build a new facility in and around the Coliseum site. Executive Director Mike Rohrbach played college basketball here and says so many people have reasons to remember this place. Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels came to town to celebrate the connection, which means much more than the joining of two walkways.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, a lot of stuff going on. There's arts and crafts, all kinds of food, and tractors.
So she's a guest co-host, and we threw her out on the greatest night of all, the Walkway of Lights Christmas Parade. This is kind of fun, isn't it?
That's right, and it looks like it's just getting started out here, and everyone's kind of cold and bundling together. It's really fun.
This year, this summer, in fact, the 50th anniversary of Ivanhoe's.
50 years of wonderful food for every person who has that sweet tooth.
And wonderful ice cream, which we've established a long time ago on this show. She doesn't like ice cream.
You know what? I realize it's a weakness, but Ivanhoe's has plenty of other food.
When's it gonna stop?
This winter, Grant County's first responders keep heading into the mess every time most of us hunker down someplace warm.
The Indiana Department of Natural Resources showed us just how record-breaking the flooding is at this favorite camping location.
That is our bathroom. There's a shelter behind it that's completely underwater.
In Motter Park, the Walkway of Lights is now a pond, closed to winter fun. Downtown Marion, a few inconveniences for drivers and a raging site that makes great photos.
Now that it's finally open, we're going to take this entire episode to show you some of the fun things you can do here at the Splash House, as well as the progress that it's made kind of from a pile of dirt to what it is now.
And we are here actually moments before they're letting the crowd in for the Marion Easter pageant. You might call it the return of the Easter pageant.
Splash House is one of our favorite spots to come in Marion. We were here a few years back, but the wave pool is the newest addition.
And it's like an attraction. It's just, people are just waiting for the waves all the time.
It's not even that warm out here today, and there's still a lot of people braving the waves right now.
Shaylee, one of the things I love about that and enjoy putting those clips together was sometimes people who live here all their lives say, oh, nothing happens in Marion, nothing's good. And that's just what people do with their hometowns a lot of times. But there's been a lot of change, a lot of changes on the landscape that we've been able to document.
And it's great, and I've seen so much change just within the 3 years that I've been here. I can't even imagine what it's like, you know, looking back all across the 10 years of Crossroads and being able to have been there, and we're able to show people that.
And think about all those festivals, just seeing all those, I want to go do them again, and we probably,
and we probably will. More years to come on Crossroads. Well, when we come back, the celebration continues with some of the things the producers have come up for us to do.
Yeah, some mostly fun things, a few great memories, and we'll relive them when we come back with more from Crossroads' 10th anniversary.
Hey Crossroads, happy anniversary. Grady and I just wanted to say hello and say thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family. And congratulations on 10 years. So, you say bye-bye?
Congratulations on 10 years of Crossroads. It is such an honor and a blessing to have been part of the legacy that Crossroads leaves in Grant County. Can't wait to see what the next 10 years brings.
Well, welcome back to Crossroads as we keep plowing through the 10th anniversary show, and I'm starting to get used to the idea. This is like every segment is the classic segment, right?
Yeah, it's taking a look back at the history of Crossroads, which I love since I haven't been here the full 10 years, but you have.
Well, sort of, yeah. Sometimes I feel it, but you know, throughout the years we've had many opportunities to, shall we say, try some things out.
Yeah, and if the things are going on in the community, you know, we think we should be there too.
But sometimes they turn out a little, shall we say, interesting for the host. Believe it or not, they're going to actually give me a little chance to drive here, and I don't think you're going to let me hit anything, which is a good plan. Let me do the bump again here. This is kind of a big moment for me. Oh, that was killer.
And your advance would be up, 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 up. Okay, and now this is bringing your heels almost all the way up to your hands, right? Now I'm gonna try this. Hopefully, this isn't too disastrous.
Nice, nice, good. You want to be able to get back to your position, your plank position every time.
Okay, so where did you end up?
Well, I'm here.
This took you 4 shots to get here, though, didn't it?
I did the inch approach so that I knew I had a good shot and I didn't lose it in the woods.
Oh, okay, so go for it. It's not like lifesavers. You just have a whole bunch of them. Tastes like chicken. Or maybe look a lot more authentic then. Rifleman, that's really, really good. Okay, I don't hunt. You guys have a big and tall shop? I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Oh no. There is something very special about flying above the land with the barest sensation of floating. For the pilots, it just feels kind of natural.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're looking for James Dean stuff. Is this the James Dean air sport gun?
No, it isn't. We have a James Dean Glock.
We have a James Dean Glock.
The only thing a James Dean.
I really like the airsoft gun though, so could I put the two together, maybe shoot at James Dean? Take your pick on the water slides. Safe, or a little crazy. Oh my word! No skills. We call this a training run. Whoa! We're on location at the Grand Cupcakery in downtown Marion. This was supposed to be Riley's segment, and somehow I think they got me her aprons.
Well, the airplane, like I said, was about 98% authentic. It's got machine guns. Of course, they're all fake, or the ATF would be all over us. But you're up 30 minutes, and believe me, it's the sight, the sounds, and the smell of World War II.
Well, that turned out to be the Randall King interaction. I know you did a couple of things there. Maybe we'll get those in the blooper reel. We could have your famous kind of circus trapeze act.
Yeah, we don't need to see that too many times.
That may come up in the next segment, but it has been fun to get out and do things, and sometimes being on Crossroads, you get to do things for free that other people have to pay money for, so we should say thank you for that.
Exactly, and I have to say my favorite is you wearing that apron. I mean, you should go get one just like it.
I should have gotten to the edit room and gotten rid of that memory. Well, when we come back, we're going to finish up the anniversary celebration with some more laughs.
And see what really happens behind the scenes.
Hello everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Carrie Scully.
Hello again everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Chelsea Ponce.
Well, hello again everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Stephanie Frame.
And I'm Randall King. Well, hello again everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Stephanie Boersma.
Well, hello again everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Jacqueline Heck.
Hello again everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Molly Meyer.
Hello everyone again, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Riley Catalano.
And I'm Randall King. Hey everyone, welcome to Crossroads. I'm Randall King.
And I'm Shaylee Clark.
Well, welcome back to the 10th anniversary of Crossroads, and I can say for sure we are really live here, and we're the real co-hosts, at least for now.
Are you for sure? Are we finally back in time?
Until someone takes our job. Wasn't that a kind of a fun thing to see?
Oh, that was neat. I don't know about that last one.
No,
that was a little bit of
I think it clearly is evidence that I always make sure the co-hosts look better than I do.
Well, we
That's
try.
not hard to do, but we always do a good job with that.
Well, sometimes in television, things don't always work right in one take.
And for the past 10 years, all of us in front of the camera have done our very best, Shaylee, to get rid of any evidence of those mistakes. But some still survived. And you don't have a digital tutor.
You don't have a tutor, you're out of luck.
You are in trouble.
Oh,
yeah.
Somewhat heavy. I notice you're wearing sneakers.
Well, just for this.
Just for this.
Press a little closer, heels closer to your glutes. There you go, and then up, nice and slow.
You can feel the burn.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Ah! Bleh. No, it wasn't.
It was. I said those. Jared told me he would take those like a month and a half ago, so.
Cowboy church, so we shouldn't act. No one to tell us no or where to go.
Dude. Was that your chair? Sorry.
What, do you think my body made a noise? I think this is funny right here.
Yes, we got some fun.
Which I think you need to do sometime. There's one to put in the show. Well, we've had a little fun, laughed at ourselves a little bit, deservedly so, and we mostly look back on 10 years. And Shaylee, I say, wow, thank you, Grant County, for making all this possible.
Exactly, and we've invited a few of our friends of the show to come and join us here while we cut some cake and celebrate.
Yeah, we just told them it's the strangest party in the world because you've got to be on TV and you know, all stand here. But these are some of the guests of the show that have been here multiple times, some of you. I'm looking around, I'm saying some of you have been in here many, many times on the show. Thank you for your support in the community and all that you've done. And over here, Stephanie McCracken, if we can get a quick shot of her, our producer for 9 of those 10 years. She's not on mic, so we're not going to let her talk, but she's a big part of what we do here, keeps us going. Okay, so we got cake here, right? And
Yes.
this is thanks to our friends at Create a Cake, more friends of the show.
Oh yes, love having them on the show. Thank you for that.
And it's not a TV cake, that's real cake. And
It's gonna be a good cake.
The
I'm ready to
the
try
people
it.
behind us are really concerned about that it's a stunt cake. But we're going to cut the cake and wish we could give each of you watching a piece of it because you make the show possible. But instead, we'll say a prayer of thanksgiving and eat some in your honor. So Shaylee, take us out.
The Crossroads of Life bring people together, and that's what we've been doing for 10 years every week, and we're gonna keep it going.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. So long, and God bless you.